Today I'm joining Christopher Byrne out on the Isle of Rum.
At the moment we're having a look to see... Sorry, that was a proper takeout, sorry.
Okay, enough of that. Chris is a veterinary surgeon, one of the few in Scotland with a specialization in fish. He oversees a number of salmon farm sites across the Scottish Highlands, and he's been called out today by the farmers to assess a potential issue.
We're going to pens 1 and 2 first of all. The site have just been saying that they've had a few issues with kind of feeding on those 2 sites, so we'll have a look while we walk around the pens. We're going to have a look at some live fish, and then we'll probably look at kind of internally some of the ones that have died recently.
After a walk around the pens to get a general overview of the site's conditions, we'll pull some fish out for Chris to check.
So we're looking to see if we've got any sea lice on the fish. At the moment, these fish are looking really good. They've been below threshold the whole time of the cycle, so hopefully that'll continue. Yeah, so we're seeing two gravids at the back here, so we'll take them off there. In this case, you can see one just down there as well. And then we can move on to the gills. We check 20 fish per pen, and today we're checking 3 pens, two problem ones and a further one they've just taken a harvest out of recently. They've been reporting they've had a lot of issues with plankton recently, so we're seeing how that's affected the gills, as well as looking for AGD. So we just kind of open up the gill arches and just have a look throughout them on both sides. For the gills, there's a set scoring system. 0 means that the gills are in very good condition. 1, usually you see one singular, for PGD anyway, proliferative gill disease, you see one singular bit. For 2, plus there's multiple, and it's just on kind of how bad they look. 0, 1.
After he's looked over the live fish, Chris moves on to take some tissue samples from some that have died recently. This lets him run PCR and histological screens for a range of pathogens. Soon after, Chris heads back to review his findings and set up a plan of action for the site, if needed, to keep their fish healthy.
If we find things that needs changed, often you'll have people from production that'll hear as well, or afterwards you give them a phone and I speak to my boss, Hervey, director of biology, and we kind of make a plan, and if it's on a Monday we have a kind of meeting between production and health on the Tuesday, and a lot of things can get decided there, and yeah, if things need to be implemented sooner, we'll get them implemented as soon as needed.
That's a day with Chris, the fish vet. Not a bad place to work, is it? He and the entire health team are critical to the success of salmon farmers here in Scotland, ensuring their fish receive the care they need when they need it.